What you munching?
Oh,
You recording your munch fest over here?
now you can't say masturbate.
Really? You just said it though.
Oh my, I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules of the
You
internet.
just said it. Well, just three, two, one. Now you know where to cut. Yeah.
Hang on one second. Why?
What is it? Let me look at it. I'll tell you what I ate for dinner.
Okay, ready?
Look at that. Is that some rice? Some
Rice
cucumbi?
and beans and chicken. It's like a Chipotle burrito bowl, but
Guess what I had for dinner?
no.
At Moe's.
Oh,
I
damn, I haven't
asked
had those in a while.
I asked my wife, I said, do you want me to I can take you out somewhere? Like we can sit down somewhere. And she goes, mm. And then we had Moe's.
Dude, I kind of miss Moe's.
It's pretty good. I liked it. I had a good time.
Hang on one second.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go.
Oh, hi, man. It's fun seeing you, man.
I gotta go, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool hanging out. We should do it again sometime. Did you
Okay.
fall asleep? You can be honest with me.
Listen, this is what happened.
I I really thought you fell asleep for a second.
This is what happened. I finished um um what's the name of that book?
Silo, the one you read?
Yeah, but the second one.
Wool?
No, that's the first one. Shift.
Yeah,
Finished Shift, and I was on the couch, right?
yeah.
And then I was all snow. It's raining here today,
It's raining here today.
and I pulled up to my blanket, and
Yeah,
next thing I knew,
yeah. So I will give you it. The dinner conversation took longer than I thought. Like I really thought I was gonna get home. She's like, yeah, let's go. You're like right this second. Let's go. Here's where we should go. But like it turned into like more of like a conversation, and then like that conversation split off into like, oh, well, how was your day? Like, what did you do today? And then that split into 10 other. And I was like, wait, I told Aaron that we were gonna eat, and then I'd get on. And so when I texted you like 7:30, I felt that I was like, I told him like maybe like in an hour and a half. And then when he didn't answer, I was like, I bet he fell asleep.
I did hardcore.
It's okay. Guess what? I was playing a game right before I came down here. I
Oh, what'd you play?
was playing some Smash Bros. Melee.
What? You didn't invite me?
You want to? I That one's not even online, so you'd have to come all the way out here.
You're just raw dogging it with the computers?
Yeah. Does that mean like I'm not wearing headphones? Is that what you're? Oh, you're mute.
Garbo.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hold on one second. Just just hold on one second, okay? God. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you much better. All right, so tell me about your raw dog. Don't show me your chest and
What
tell
did
me
you want?
about the.
What did you want to hear about?
My eyes are up here. Thank you very much.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wait, no, that's what you say.
Is that good?
Not gonna lie, it's kind of hot.
Thank you. We're gonna
Yeah. So you're just raw dogging some Super Smash Melee.
raw
I
dogged
bet.
it. It wasn't on the memory card, so I had to start over. But it was kind of fun starting over.
Wait,
I'm
what?
unlocking characters out here.
Hold on. What do you mean it's you just don't have the memory card plugged in?
No, so whichever memory card I have for my GameCube doesn't have Melee on it. So I think it came from like I think I got a new memory card in college when we had like the other ones. And so it's like, oh, why would I play Melee again when I've got the Wii U one and the Wii one?
Interesting.
And so like I fired up the copy and I had to start from scratch, but it's fun. I've had fun. It's one that like I'll do for like 10, 20 minutes and then like I'll turn it off and do other stuff. But
Our neighbor, this was a few months ago. He downloaded it because I requested it, but it was
yeah.
brand new and it was fun to like play against little doodads and try to get some characters. But I forgot how little, like how few characters
Or in that one?
start.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. That one like with that one there's I don't know, there's a certain nostalgia to it. But what I'll do is one of the weird things was like characters' moves have changed. And so like I was like expecting how it is in the Switch one. And then they didn't do that and I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh wait, I'm confused. Which one did you play?
The one for the GameCube.
Oh, but you played it on the Switch.
No, I played it on my GameCube.
Oh,
I fired up the old GameCube. I got out
dude,
the old
I
GameCube the
I
other
got
day.
lost in the sauce. That is dope,
I fired up the old GameCube the other day, man.
dude. I love it. Tell me about it.
I was like I wanted a new game to play, and I just was struggling to find one, and then I saw the GameCube like down in the bottom, and I was like, let me look through some old GameCube games. So I've played Pokemon Coliseum,
Mm,
played Mario Baseball for a bit on the GameCube, and then I was like, all right, let's do it.
dude, I freaking love the cube.
The cube, love a good cube.
So the GameCube was a system that I gamed every day.
Hmm.
I played a lot of GameCube, but after once like it got real, like
Once it got real, man. Once like the gaming got for real. Once you went in the game, you went in for real. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
once like the 360 came out and everyone was like codding it up, I was like,
I was never a COD guy. I never could get into COD, and I'm not good at shooters. That's what it is.
not either.
I'm not good at shooters.
Do you have
So
SSX Tricky on there?
I don't have tricky. I think I had. Here's the other problem with my GameCube, right? When I was a kid, I didn't I didn't have smart kid brain. I traded in so many games that now I'm like, why did I freaking do that?
Damn it.
And I'm so mad at myself where I'm like, because even like Melee over the years, I think I've had multiple copies of it because I traded my original one and then I borrow one from a friend and then oh, I need that back. So I'm like, damn it, no, please.
How much do you think I could buy a GameCube for?
Now, ooh, I don't know. It might be expensive now. I'm not sure because I feel like there's always like with games and like consoles, there's always sometimes like a sweet spot where like, oh yeah, we're selling this for like nothing. But then like it becomes like rare at that point. Because
Mm-hmm.
like, there's times now where like I'll fire up my old PlayStation 2 and I'll have vivid memories of going to a GameStop and seeing games for like $2. I mean like, oh, I won't get it. And then I'll go look it up now and I'm like, it's $80? Like what is going like this was $2 at one point.
Let me look it up. You know the my N64 from college?
Yeah?
No idea where it is.
Really?
I lost it after college, and I don't know. I have no idea where the hell it went.
Which one did you have? Was
What do you?
yours like just the gray one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So if you see it,
Oh, look, I haven't seen I because I had the Pikachu one.
you're the Pikachu one, and all the games that I had with the 64 are gone. I
Are
except for
gone.
the whole bag went missing.
Let me look. I might have your games because I remember at one point we put all the game because I had games and you had games. We put them all together.
Oh, do you have some of my games?
Maybe I have to go look.
Change
It's
so then I might buy an N64.
dude. You should get an N64.
So GameCube is about $130 right now.
$130. Okay.
I'm gonna look up at N64. About the same.
Really?
You know.
trying to think if I had to choose between the two. If I had to choose between those two, I'd probably pick a GameCube.
Same. Dude, I freaking love the GameCube.
Yeah. But the others give me games. Games are expensive now for it.
Mm-hmm. But I have a shite load of games at my parents' house of
That's
GameCube.
right. I remember that. I do remember you had a bunch of games.
Like an absurd amount.
And you were a big Pikmin guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah. You love those little Pikmin.
So now when I go home and I get that GameCube craving, our GameCube is broken. Like the
Ooh.
reset button's broken. But I bought an adapter for our Wii.
Yeah. The Wii was able to play GameCube games.
So now I just play GameCube games on the Wii.
Yeah. I have my Wii though is my GameCube's older, but for whatever reason, whenever I turn my Wii on, it is so loud. Like the fan is like
Oh, it's actually good.
working overtime. But I used to play my Wii a lot as well.
Mm.
I remember when I got my Wii in like middle school and I was like, this is the pinnacle of gaming.
Dude, Wii
Because
Sports,
I
original Wii was like,
was it.
was
Yeah.
it.
I didn't have like I got a 360 like high school, like late high school. It's like everyone else had already kind of done it and done it all. I was just playing the Wii out here. They're like, you only have a Wii? Wow.
But that's what I mean. Once like gaming got real, I didn't catch up, and then everybody left me. And I was like, man,
Yeah. Look, man, you gotta get we'll get you a Switch. I mean, we'll get you a Switch right in time for the Switch 2 to come out, probably.
dude, there's no way Switch 2 is coming out.
It is. No. They've announced they're making a Switch 2.
What?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I don't even know if they know yet.
Is it called the Switch 2?
I think that's the name right now. I bet I'd imagine they'd have to change it before launch.
Is there any indication?
That I've heard confirmation they're making it.
I'm trying to see if there's anything.
While we're talking gaming news, I've got some crazy gaming news for you.
Crazy?
Got announced yesterday. Crazy. Crazy because I know you played these, and I don't think anyone else has that appreciation in our friend group that I think you have for it. This game got announced yesterday. So a few years ago, they came out with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 collection, right?
Yeah.
And they updated it for the modern consoles. Yesterday they announced 3 and 4 coming to the modern console. And when I was so hyped up, I was like, that's amazing. But it's one of those, I was like, nobody else I know outside of you played the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. I was like, nobody's gonna care but me. But I'm gonna care a lot.
I'm gonna care a lot because every time I go home and play the GameCube, guess the first game that I play.
Oh, is it Tony Hawk? Which one? You got 3?
I think the GameCube is
Is it
4.
4?
The one on NCC, or yeah, the one on NC4 was 1. Dude, we played
Yeah.
the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
But it's
So
the one
what?
on GameCube. We have both. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I know we have for GameCube, but I think the one we always play is 4.
It's 4. I played a bunch of 3 because was 3 the one where like you could I think 3 was the one where you could play as Darth Maul.
Oh yeah, so that's not the one I have.
Oh yeah, you can play as Darth. Like you'd enter a cheat code and you could play as Darth Maul, and it was the coolest. It was like this is. I was a kid and I was like, this is the best game ever made.
Wait, when they say they're announcing it for the consoles, is it like the same game with the same graphics and like
No,
nostalgia, or it's
they're
like totally revamped?
they're updating what they did with 1 and 2. They like updated the graphics and like updated the game to look modern, but it was like the generally like the same courses, the same parks that you'd
And you
skate.
can still do like impossible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Impossible tricks and just crazy. Like you at one point in one like in 2 you like j jump over like a running helicopter or something.
Yeah. Dude, I freaking love those games.
Yes. And so when they announced it, I was like, I'm so hyped right now. 1 and 2, I think so what PlayStation does is like every month if you're part of like their online service, they give you some free games. I want to say it was like a free game 1 month, and I was like, done, done,
Hell yeah.
getting. 3 and 4, I'll get. I'll buy. I'll pay full price. I don't even care.
Have you played 1 and 2 on what?
Yeah.
What'd you play it on?
So I mean, I played 1 and 2 when they came out forever ago, but on this one, it's my PS5.
Oh, PS5. Is it across all platform? Like,
I don't know if it'll be Switch. I know it'll be on Xbox, but dude, I haven't fired up my Xbox One in a long time. She's
she's she's on her way out.
yeah. Well, she when I bought the PS4, like I bought the PS4 like right after I moved to LaGrange. And like even
Lagrange.
then she was kind of like, "Wait, what are you doing? Play with me."
It was me instead.
And then when I got the PS5, my PS4 was super jealous. She was like, "What?"
So you should sell your PS4.
I use it as a Blu-ray player in my bedroom
Uh, yeah.
because I thought about it. I thought about trading it in. I also have a special edition PS4. I have like a
Oh,
PlayStation Day PS4. It's like a limited
oh,
release.
you're so fancy.
I know.
Has Microsoft come out with another console since
They
one?
have the new I don't when I got so when the whole thing happened, the only reason I got the Xbox One was one of those at the time I got the Xbox One, Nathan had a PS4. And so
Hmm.
our thought was if he had the PS4, I'd get the Xbox One, and like we could each get the exclusives and like play them on each other's consoles if we wanted to.
Mm.
But then that
Interesting.
same summer
Interesting.
that I got the Xbox One, Latham also got an Xbox One.
Mm.
And Latham and I actually lived together, whereas Nathan was like across. I had to walk around to the room.
But wouldn't it make more sense that you both got you and oh, because this was in college.
This is in college.
Got it. Got it. And I was
This
like,
was
you
like
should.
in college. This is
Got
like
it.
the summer of our freshman year that I was like, oh, I want to upgrade. I want to get a new console. And then like that same year in the fall, they announced like Smash Bros. And so I was like, well, I have to get a Wii U so I can play Smash Bros.
Dude, I remember when you got the Wii U. That was epic. I
It was
know. I met you already had it when I met you.
no, I think I I don't think we're there the night I no, you were there the night I bought it. The night I bought it, it was an impulse. Like it was the most impulsive thing I think I've ever bought. I was just sitting with Nathan one day and I said, I think I'm gonna go buy a Wii U today. And he's like, what? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna go buy a Wii U today. And so I went and bought it and it came with Mario Kart. And I remember I got back to campus and was about to hook it up. And then like I had a group project and they said we have to meet tonight. And I was like, do we have to meet
Uh,
tonight? Yes. And I remember, I think you, Nathan, and like Adam all played with my Wii U before I got to play with it. And I was like,
really?
no, it's like it's mine.
Dude, I don't remember that at all. I mean,
I didn't
obviously,
get
I
to play
remember
it.
playing the Wii U a lot, but I don't remember the first night playing.
And then when because then Smash Bros. Came out.
Smash Bros.
Smash
came
Bros.
out.
Came out on my last night of pledging.
Man, it came out that late.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. So we
It
were
came,
just playing Mario
we were
Kart for a
playing
long
Mario
time.
Kart. Yeah.
Wow. I
Because
remember when Smash Bros. Came out, though. That was a big deal.
yeah. Because, like, yeah, people that we never hung out with came over to the hangout. You got Smash
You
Bros on
know, we
there?
went to a badass school when we were the most popular kids for 2 weeks because we had Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah, we're so cool.
We were so
We had
cool,
it
man.
made at that school.
We were
We
the
were like,
top of
I
the
heard there was
top,
Smash Bros
baby.
coming on in here. Girls were, flocking and be like, are you the guys that are really decent at Smash Bros?
We're
Yeah, that's
like,
us.
hell yeah, man.
That's us.
Come on in.
Yeah.
No, I was just dudes from AO.
Yeah, I don't know. No. No, it was all men.
But you
Bunch of
know
men.
what? But I like hanging out with men.
I love it. Love a good man
I
sesh.
love a good man session. So have you played the restaurant game on the Switch?
Overcooked?
Yeah, it's like a very simple.
I So it's one if it's the game I'm thinking of, it's one that like a lot of places are like, oh, you should play this with your partner, play this with your
Mm.
romantic partner. And I've told her I was like, oh, we could get this and play together. And she was watching, but she goes, that looks really stressful. I don't know if I want to do that.
So a lot of people here had it for the Switch and they play it as couples.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I was like, well, I don't understand. Like, I'll play it, whatever. Let's see what's going on. It was the most stressful thing I've ever done. It was horrible. I played for like 2 hours. And that same night I went home and slept and like had dreams slash nightmares about playing it.
Bro, you were in the bear. Get pants.
It felt like that. I was like, why would I want to play 2 hours of a game that's work? It's the most ridiculous concept ever invented for a game. Like you have to go cook and bring it out to customers, and if you don't do it in time, the customer gets pissed and then leaves. So there's like this coordinated effort to like clean up. You have to clean, you have to cook, you have to serve. I'm like, why on my off time? Why am I going to go
It's
work?
one of, every time I look up because every time like there's did you ever hear It Takes Two? It was a game that came out.
No.
So It Takes Two is one where like you and your wife so there's a kid and there's a husband and wife. The husband and wife are going through a divorce. And the kid like makes a wish that I wish my parents could stay friends. And you and the sorry, I keep saying you because I played as the husband when Sarah and I played it. The
Okay.
husband and wife get turned into dolls and have to like venture through their house to try and get back to their daughter. And the whole thing is about them like reuniting and like finding that friendship again. And it's ambiguous on whether or not they decide to stay together or like they split. But it's like one of those like it's nice and it's sweet of like a oh yeah, I remember when we first met and all this. But it's like fun little adventures you have to do, but you have to work together to like make it through puzzles.
Is it fun?
It was really fun.
Hmm.
I would recommend that game for sure.
It's not the one that are like voodoo dolls running around, is it?
Hey, it's that one. That's the one.
Oh, it is that one. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that was the premise of the show or the premise of the show, premise of the game.
Yeah. 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 They get turned
Huh.
into little dolls.
I Man, that was a long time ago. No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time ago.
Sarah and I played that one quite a while ago.
In fact, I thought did it come out before you guys started dating?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, you're right. I was at SCAD. I was at SCAD. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, 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 yeah.
when at SCAD though? You were at SCAD? How long were you at SCAD?
Do us on use
So when did you graduate SCAD?
2018.
Okay.
So it's probably 2017. And now I'm in $80,000 of debt. And let me tell you, worth
Worth
it.
it?
Worth
Worth it?
every penny. Because the amount of money I'm making right now, substitute teaching is
Li-
incredible.
Literally tens of dollars.
Literally tens of dollars. I was doing the math yesterday. If I, with the month that I've been substitute teaching every single day, and most of the time it's not that, but I can pay almost three-fourths of rent.
Dude, dude, that's what I'm freaking talking about,
I mean,
man.
I don't want to brag. I don't want to brag, but your boy's pulling in
I
mad tens
mean,
of dollars.
I mean, like, I mean, you're showing. You're showing them.
I'm sure. And so the other day, you want to know how much money I'm making? The other day, I was like, I gotta go get my oil change. So I was getting my oil change. There's a Target across the street. And I said, I have expendable income.
Yeah.
So I went over there and I bought a $4 glass of kombucha. And
No.
I was like, fuck it. I got money now. My
$4.
last paycheck was like 130 bucks.
$4 kombucha. That's
Yeah.
wild. That's I didn't realize you were living the dream out here.
Yeah, when I first went to grad school, they're like, this is gonna be the best decision you've ever made, and it's totally worth the debt. And they were not wrong.
Yeah. My grad school was different. My grad school was different.
Tell me about it.
You got to promise not to get mad.
Okay, yeah, I won't. I won't.
I think my grad school was a total of $9,000.
Nice. Nice.
Mm.
Hmm.
I finished in a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The good news though is you're probably wondering oh, what was your grad? It was to become a teacher.
But you did do that for a little bit.
I was a teacher for a bit,
Eighth grade history?
eighth grade history.
How long did you do that?
A year and then some change into the next school year.
Man, you quit mid-school year?
They did some sketchy stuff. Did you ever hear about it?
No.
The
Or if
school
I
I
have,
was
I've forgotten.
the school that I was gonna work for that school year did the interview process. I think I did like two interviews with them. And I got hired. And when I got hired and started, they're like, by the way, we're going through a hiring freeze. We can't pay you as a full-time teacher. We can only pay you as a substitute teacher. But I
Dude,
was the
that
full,
is
like I was the teacher. Like I was
crazy.
the teacher for the class. Like I was the name on their schedule. And I was like, okay. I was like, how long? Like, is it gonna be a month? And that we just don't have an answer for that. And I was like, guys, like, and like at this point, I was like, guys, I have a master's degree. Like,
In teaching.
like, and so I told them, I was like, I'm not signing a contract then. Like what? I was like, if I leave in the middle of the year, I'm doing that. If you're gonna pay me as a sub,
Of course.
I can leave in the middle of the year. And so then yeah,
Good for
because
you, man. I
obviously yeah, I
forgot
was
because is that when you went to the lodge or you went back to Whitewater? There's like you went back in like the middle of the year to one of
I'm
those.
not allowed to name the company I currently work for because I don't want to get in trouble if they ever see
Ah,
this. But so I did the lodge thing. I did
yeah.
the Whitewater thing. This was I'd interviewed for another teaching position, and then I interviewed where I currently work.
Mm,
Right after this other school hired me. And what was crazy, what made me mad about it was the other school that hired me was in the same county. And
that's crazy, dude.
when I brought up a hiring, I said, well, you guys also go through the hiring freeze. Their principal made it sound like he had no idea what I was talking about.
Dude, what?
And that's so when I heard that, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going to do it. But what made it crazier was after I took the job for the company I work for now, the school I called the school and told them, "Hey, sorry, I'm turning down the offer. I really appreciate, the opportunity. I appreciate the interviews. It was nice meeting and speaking with all of you, but I just had another opportunity." They called me a week later and said, "Where are you?" And I said, "What?" They go, "We have students here waiting for you." And I said, "I okay." I was like, "I turned you down."
Dude, that's amazing.
I was like, I was like I spoke with the principal. Like I spoke with
Wait,
them
so you had a conversation like not in person, but you talked to a
over the phone.
person
Yeah, we
and said,
talked over
"I'm
the
not
phone,
doing
and
it."
I just because it was like I was like it's the right thing to do because it was like the school year had started,
Yeah.
and so it was like, hey, if you've got a backup candidate, like that's who you should call.
Wait, what did the principal say when you turned him down? He's just like, "I okay, thank
Well,
you
but at
so
that point
much."
it was an interview. Like at that point I'd been offered the job, and I just told him like I accepted another opportunity somewhere else.
And his response was, "Understand."
Yeah, well, because again, it's
Great.
not like I said yes to him. Like
Right.
he offered me the because there was one of those he offered me and the other company offered me the job, and so like I told them both I was like, give me the weekend because they offered it to me on like a Friday, and I was like, I need the weekend to make this choice.
It's just crazy. I could see maybe if it slipped through the cracks if you left like a message.
No, we spoke.
But the fact that you talked to the principal and he was like, "Got it, cool, moving
We
on."
spoke, and I was like, so when I was like, I made the right call because it sounds like y'all have no idea what you're doing there.
Dude, what county is this?
It was Gwinnett County.
No way, really? What was the first school?
It was also Gwinnett. Both of the school. So the one that school year was Gwinnett. I worked in Rockdale before that.
What was the school in Gwinnett?
I could not tell you the names of them.
Oh man, I wish I because I would know. Was it a middle school?
Both of them were middle school, yeah. So the one I
Oh man, I
started
gotta
at
know
was
it.
a middle school, but I only worked there for like a month. And it was
Dude,
all
that
virtual. It was all virtual at this point.
oh, because this was COVID.
COVID. And so like again, I didn't even the school I worked for, I maybe spoke to the principal during the interviews. That was it. Like the principal never came and talked to me outside when I resigned. I was like, hey, I'll give you, I even said like I'm willing to give you a month. And he was like, you can do 2 weeks.
Dude, what's crazy? I just want to be on the end of that phone call when they called you and you're like, "Hey, we have students waiting," and you're like, "I'm not,
I
I'm
don't
not your guy."
I don't work there.
Were they just like, "Oh, okay."
It was some like office administrator that called me, and I was like, "What? Or what?" Because again, I because at this
She
point there was a
turned around
gap.
and was like, this guy says he doesn't
It
work
says they
here."
don't work here. Because there was a gap. There was a gap between when I started work at the other place. So like I was just home. I'm pretty sure. Like I was just at my house, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Dude, that's amazing.
I was like,
And then they
"I."
have to get on with the students and be like,
They made me talk to each one and said, "You better tell these kids you're not coming today." Like, gladly, I will never. Like, what do you mean?
I'm not their
Oh
fucking teacher.
God. Yeah,
Dude, that's
I was amazed
amazing.
by it. I was like, how? I was like, did you make like a sign for me above the door?
So I don't want to get into too much of this, but that is a perfect indicator of how our education system is complete ass balls. Just a little I've been doing out here in California, it's like it's embarrassingly bad how unstructured, how just chaos and like these students are running amok and
Yeah,
it's
when I was
mayhem.
the year I was a teacher, it was insanity.
And like
Like,
no one's supporting the teachers.
oh yeah, yeah. Like I'd have for my regular classes, I'd have like 30 kids every class, and it's like, and they gave me 28, like 25 desks. It's like, what am I supposed to do with the extra kids?
So they're having a problem because they treat teachers like absolute shit garbage. And then
Yeah.
so no one wants to teach anymore. So like, well, like I can go get paid more to do, even though I like teaching, like I love teaching, but I don't want to become a teacher because I see the shit they go through and I get paid ass. And then the parents are dickholes to every single
Oh,
one of them. The
well, and it
I've had
depends. Some of the
students
areas,
will come up and be like, fuck you. And then the parent will call and be like, hey, my kid says that you're being mean to them.
it's
It's
like
like,
wrong.
uh, wrong. But the school always backs the parents, and then the school backs the student and the parent, and the teacher's always wrong. So then they're treated like more shit. And it's just like,
Yeah, no, the
okay.
school I worked for, the parents didn't most parents didn't care. They were like, they're here because they have to be. Like, I could care less whether or not they go. And I was like,
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you'd call them and you'd be like, hey, just want to let you know, like, it's September, so we've got time, but your kid is failing the class. Okay. It's like, we want to, like, maybe set up more times to meet. Like, I can come in early, I can stay late. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Your kid's
Hell
failing
yeah.
Georgia history with me. Like, if they turned in a piece of paper with their name, I'm even obligated to be like, you wrote your name. Here's something.
My
And that
question,
was
do
the
you
other
think
thing. The school system I worked for was like, oh no, you can't give a zero. And I was like, they didn't turn anything in though. No, you can give them. At one point it was like a 50, and then they even bumped it up to a 60. And I was like, what?
dude, that is crazy. I don't
And
understand the point.
COVID was a weird year as well. COVID, I was basically told when we had to do like the end of the year reports, everybody moves on to the next grade. And I was like, sure, we didn't do the standardized test, but I was like, there were multiple kids that like are failing my along with other people's classes. And I'm like, no, like you don't understand. Like, sure, like history is gonna be new history that they learn next year. Like the Georgia history stuff probably isn't the most crucial, but I'm like, they didn't learn the math that they're gonna build on next year. Like, do you not understand? Like the math that
Dude,
they didn't get this year just going to get more added to it next year that they won't know. And they're like, I had kids that couldn't read, and I was like, guys, maybe we should look at changing some things.
That's what I mean, though. They like the schools are just like, man, keep it moving.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, well then they're going to be.
yeah. Well,
But
then
my question is, has it always been this way, or is it like a recent?
I think it's gotten worse because, like, again, I never when I was going to school, I never remember having 30 other people in a class with me.
Because no one wants to teach anymore.
Yeah,
Because
oh
all
yeah.
the
Well,
superintendents
and
and
even
principals
that,
are
people don't
balls.
want to teach, and there's no subs. So when a teacher gets sick, or when a teacher's like, "Hey, screw this, I'm not coming in today. I need a day to get away from it all." There's no subs, so what they end up doing is, "Hey, 5 extra kids are coming to your room today." Be like, "Okay." Their teacher gave them an assignment. Be like, "Okay." And so now those 5 kids are just playing on their computer, or like, "Hey, that's my friend," and like half of them are like, "I'm not going to the class I'm supposed to go to. I'm just going to come over here."
Dude, it's crazy. And speaking on the sub side of things, there are no subs because no one wants to sub either because the students are horrendous, worse because they know they can be.
Yeah.
And then if you like try to step in or like try to do anything, the school will get mad at you and then request like you don't come back. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Just sit here? And so I just started sitting there and not doing anything. Just read my book.
And they're like, "That's amazing.
Like, good. Exactly what we needed from you. I'm
Come
like,
back."
you're
And,
welcome.
and then the few subs we did have, there was one sub that basically was just like, if he showed up, you were like, "Oh, shit." Because he was like, the kids could lead a mutiny today, and I would just let it happen. Like the
He
kids
probably
could
got to my point. He probably in the beginning was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
try to
wanted to step in
mitigate
and
what's
wanted to
going
help, and
on.
then they're like, mm-mm. Yeah,
They're
like
like, don't talk to the students.
the students could build a time machine and then be like, "We're going back in time to assassinate Abraham Lincoln," and he'd be like, "Okay." But if they did that, that'd be incredible. I'd be like, "No, we should. How did you guys build this? Let's go through the
He
specifics."
wouldn't have cared. He would just been like, yeah,
You'd
all
be like,
right,
"All
have
right, just
fun.
be back by third period."
Hey,
Hey,
we have 1 minute.
wow. Send me another invite.
Okay, bye.